Okay, let's play the Aristocrats. Okay, so the next deck we're playing today is KROXA Aristocrats. So this deck's essentially using KROXA in the kind of Aristocrats engine we had from previously. Got Woe Strider, Mayhem Devil, Chandra, all as really good engines together. Mana's pretty good, got Temple Malice now as well. Fable Passage works really well with Mayhem Devil. So yeah, let's just dive straight on into some games with this one. Hopefully this one certainly feels a little bit better than the Bant Ramp deck that we just tried, so I was not feeling that one at all. All of these standard, everything in standard just seems really mediocre to me. It's not my kind of playstyles at all. Okay, that's a tad aggressive. Eat a card. I guess I should update the stream title. Let's start an annex, that bodes well. Sure. Sure. That means must mean no attacks, right? Yeah, sweet. Gonna play the oven out, means we can start sacking things. No. Sack things for food. Start using the food to gain some life. Do need to be cautious of the cleave here. If they all attack, it will probably be a cleave. Cleave on the Rimrock Knight is 8, 9, 10. So I can block these ones and not die to cleave. So we'll see where they put the cleave. It should be on the Rimrock. Put it on a Spitter, that's fine. Much less damage. So we're going to make a food. Sack this to scry. No, I think I'm just looking for a cat. Perfect. It's just the 2 cards in the graveyard, right? Sure, that'll be a third one. So these are both exiling 4 and 5 other ones. So Yep. Gonna go down to 6 here. I should hold on this because of Mayhem Devils that I can draw, so... but we didn't, so... I would need to get a heap more cards in the graveyard for that one. Definitely should put the land into play, so we'll do that just now. Stomp my face. Castle and breath. That's exceptionally rude. But we decided to make this thing not be blocked instead. Okay, so I'm going to 3 here. I believe I need to do this and make a food. What the fuck is the point of that? Like, Jesus Christ, slow rolling much, eh? That deals with Embercleave. That deals with their little creatures. KROXA's not amazing. This Chandra feeds a priest still. Stormfish creatures are probably not amazing. Let's go with this. This is an old build, so I might actually just check and see what... I know Hooglin plays this quite a lot, so I'll see what he's been playing of this one. Probably playing some slightly different cards. Yeah, because this one's playing Annex and stuff. I prefer that list. So let's we'll finish this match and then I'll change up to this newer list. Hopefully I've got all the cards. Okay, cats, Garbones, Tybalt. Can't be that bad. Gonna lead on the Garbones. It's most likely to be able to get in damage. Like, we're not blocking this turn anyway, so...
The only thing to fear is...
Double mix token.
My friend is here to help your pain.
Got an annex. Legion Warbot.
You've raised the bar. My assistants are painfully slow. Boy, with anger. Show it! Oh, they're so
Lots of little devils. There's the annex. They make a satyr, but I don't really care about that. That's a good one.
I adore.
We're not attacking this turn, so I'm just gonna get this Chandra into play, get some loyalty on these things. Means I can make another Tybalt token next turn if I need to.
I'm totally the best part. Find your fires of passion within.
Means this Mayhem Devil with the Chandra sack. The Elemental getting sacked next turn is pretty awesome too, so... Pretty awesome. Sure. Sure, it doesn't even kill the Chandra.
Well, that's rude.
I forgot to activate the Chandra.
Oh, they're so cute.
It's been so long since I've played this stuff properly.
Hey, these little guys are great.
I think I'd prefer the Rix Maddies over the Stormfist Crusaders in this build. Just purely because the us taking damage here is probably going to be harsh at some point. We're gonna keep it. It's kind of awkward though. Robber. Okay. Priest. Sure. Two robbers. Okay. I'm gonna go go get my mountain now, just in case they take them all away. They found a gutter bones.
Play nice, they say. The more, the messier.
Oh my god, how many robbers? An oven. And a mayhem devil, how wonderful. Yep. Yup. Guess we just kind of need to get this War Strider back into play, right? So. Woof. Just gonna have to take it. That's not the magic number. Nor is that one. Okay, let's change up to this more recent list and see how that one feels. It looks like it's slightly more cohesive, so let us what am I missing? One thing, just an annex, sure. Cool, let's roll with that one. Love to be on the play. This one's great. I'm actually going to fetch with a Fable Passage on 1 to make sure I can curve Priest and Chandra on 3. Let me just put the updated list onto Streamdecker for you guys. that's it sorted. So remember, you can type !deck in chat to see the deck list. You can use the overlay, or in the YouTube VODs you can see the detail in the description down below.
Don't say hi to my fiery friends.
So they'll take 2 from this. We draw a card. That means we get to play Cat and Oven as well. See, this deck feels better already. Teamer. This Reclamation. It's Reclamation. Euro.
Oh, they're so cute.
Just keep poking damage at the face. They'll fall over soon enough. I guess I should be considering that they will have Storm's Wrath, and that would completely wipe our board. So just something to keep in mind. If we can try and play around it, we should. At the moment, once we get the second cat into play, we could probably just use the cats and put this up to 5 maybe one turn. Depends quite how we want to play around that. Expecting this to be a Storm's Wrath. If I do this now, it just deals them 2, which isn't lethal, so... Oh no, it was lethal. Never mind. It would have been lethal, but I don't think it's going to matter too much anyway. No, it didn't matter anyway.
Not to brag, but I'm totally... Hey, these little guys are great.
Sweet. Never hit land 4. That's the way we need to roll with this. So against Teamer Reclamation, Tybalt's probably just the only card we want. just to stop them gaining life. Ashiok's probably still fine. War Strider's maybe not as good. Go with that. Sure. Sure. This hand's probably fine just based on how good Ashiok is here. So we get to go turn 2 KROXA, turn 2 Ashiok, mill ourselves, exile their graveyard, which might include I guess I'm going to play Oven now. Which might include a KROXA, and then if we get rid of an Uro, be quite good to be able to snag that one. Discarded a Brazen Borrower. Okay. And they missed their land drop. Oh, we built 2 cats with 2 food in play. Oh, that's brilliant. Well, that's exactly how you draw it up, isn't it? Wow. Wow. Well, that turned our board of basically nothing into quite a lot. Guess at that point, I actually just want to wait for this Mayhem Devil now. Because this Mayhem Devil's going to do a whole heap of damage. Gets countered, I'm kind of sad, but I would like to put that one back on top. I can mill you, seeing as I don't want to mill my own one. KROXA, nice.
My dreams dissipate like smoke.
See where they scry. Will probably determine where Ashiok goes this turn. Okay, we'll mill that away. another gust. They do not. Milieu. Scorching Dragonfire, right? Sure. Definitely don't need the Gutter Bones. Diddy diddy doo 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 doo. Oh, I still can't believe the luck of milling 2 cats. That was brilliant. Storm's Wrath, that's rude. Yuck still creeps me out every time. Doesn't matter what's going on, just creeps me out. Another Storm's Wrath. They're going to 8 here. Sure. Expansioning it, copy. Kill the other one, yep, sure. Sure thing, chicken wing. Get started. Do 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 do. KROXA's coming for you, pal. Found a kitty cat.
This is difficult to digest.
If this card's a land, they lose right here, but we know it's not, because I'm not doing anything. Storm's Wrath. Don't need to do this yet, so... They still think they've got something. What can they draw to? I'm not even sure what they could draw to. It's not that one. I forgot about the Ashiok as well. Stopping them from searching with a Fabled Passage. Oh, that was brilliant. Okay, that felt a bit better. Definitely felt a bit better. Alright, let's go again with this one. I'd love to be first. This hand seems pretty good. Having Ashiok just to be able to help us find KROXAs and stuff seems pretty good. A lot of incidental hate for just like the graveyard piece of it and the searching their libraries. Not a massive amount, but just enough for it to be reasonable. Get our bones. Annex seems pretty good. Just playing a Fae. My thing is exceptionally rude. I'm just into just casting this Mayhem Devil again. Okay, so we're against adventures, that's for sure now. A land would be really good so I can Mayhem Devil and KROXA this turn. That would be ideal. I think it's any untapped land actually. Perfect. Or do I want to annex and KROXA? That's just Mayhem Devil and then just start getting the triggers on the go. So, just a Love Struck Beast. What's that 2 mana then? Must be another Brazen Borderer, surely. Trying to bounce something. It's a bone trying to stomp it, sure. Means they're kind of out of gas. Like, no cards in hand, all these things don't really achieve anything. The Brazen Borderer certainly don't. The Bone Crusher is a reasonable blocker, but nothing great to shout about. Yup. Sure, okay, they're out of gas. So, is this Woe Strider, does that give us enough triggers? So they would take 2. Then no, I don't think it is. So let's just play these things out. Can I kill enough things actually? Okay. Maybe not quite, but good enough for the opponent. So Teamer Adventures. Redcap Melee is probably pretty reasonable. It deals with most of their creatures in a timely enough manner. The Ashiok's probably pretty good. It stops the Beanstalk Giant actually, so that was maybe something I should have prioritized. I'm actually just kind of at the point where I just kind of want to stick with the same set. Seems pretty reasonable against what they're trying to do. Redcap Melee is the only thing that I kind of feel like I want, just to be able to play to the board a little bit more, but screw it, let's just go with it as is. Okay, there's no lands in this hand, so we'll mulligan this one. This one's much better. I think it's awkward. I'm gonna be greedy. I got a Clover. Right, let's take a peek, see what they're working with. Not a massive amount. So I think I'm taking the Bone Crusher because that's their only interaction at this point. They can make a couple of 1/1s this turn, but that's not a massive thing against what we're doing, so... Couple dudes. I think as much as I kind of want to hold on to the KROXA, I need to just jam it and play into to get rid of one of these things, but at the same point I just really want to get the tokens off the Annex. Right, let's start with scrying. I'm gonna... Ooh. Agonizing Remorse is a pretty good one there, actually. Hopefully they missed the land drop. They didn't miss the land drop. Okay, so they're getting 2 cards from their sideboard. We do have the Remorse. and we have KROXA. So we'll be able to potentially take away 2 cards from their hand. Depending if we care, and we might not care. Chandra's a couple of turns away, so I don't really care about that one. I think I'm just going to jam the Annex. It's like, if you want to Wrath me, like, you don't even have the mana for it yet. That's not the mana yet either. Okay, so wishing again. We'll go get 2 more cards that probably don't interact with the board here. Mystic Repeal's a very good one. Very good one. And Return to Nature, sure. So they can get rid of the Annex here. Right, let's start by the KROXA. If they don't repeal in response, then there's a chance they don't. Alright, KROXA time. Discards the Return to Nature. Let's just take away this Chandra. Another Clover, sure. Yep. Kind of want them to cast the Storm's Wrath here, because then it means we get to KROXA, but depends what their cards are. They might just cast Fae, and but I guess they're kind of behind on. That's interesting. Is that trying to kill the Annex as well? Shoot the Annex, then shoot a cat? Sure. Now means that they don't get to cast the Storm's Wrath because they know I'm going to be able to KROXA. So they have to discard the Storm's Wrath here. Annex is a nice follow-up. Do just kind of need them to whiff. Okay, so stomp the KROXA 3 times. Sure. That one's kind of good. Down to 5, they can play a Bone Crusher or a Fae. Yeah, this one doesn't seem too good for our hero. You're a little bit late. I don't think I really want to change anything. I don't really want to try and interact with these Lucky Clovers. I think I just need to try and get under them. Because Bedevil's just expensive to do what we actually wanted to do there. I think I'm okay with just resubmitting and just try and get a little bit more aggressive like we did in the first game. Yeah, this hand's great. Leading on Gutter Bones on 1, Temple on 2, and then Mayhem Devil or Annex on 3. That changes things. Whoops, should have attacked. Never mind. Oh, that's gonna be good. We'll make a 1-1. Oh, we're gonna get to clear up here. Kill that one. Kill that one. Just want to keep those innkeepers off the table. It's a dangerous card, similar to Lucky Clover. Just as much as Mayhem Devils have had an important card for us, stopping them basically doing anything there is really strong. Am I just casting... No, I think I'm just casting the Annex. Then I can KROXA and sack the Gutter Bones and KROXA to the priest next turn. And that should be us. Okay, they're done. They obviously missed a land drop, but... yeah, we were kind of set up there, and the Agonizing Remorses were going to make sure we didn't fall behind again, so... that was going to be pretty good. Onwards, upwards. We have a pack. Oh, wonderful. Bronze-Hide Lion. Why did it tell me there's something new in the store? I've already been in the store today. Cool. Man, I love it with all these new Funko Pop released. This Deadpool is exactly what I'm about. Need that in my life. Man, that's cool. Anyway. Oh, there's a Venom as well. Oh, I didn't realize there's a Venom. Look at the Venom. Love that. Need those. Yeah, this one's fine. Not amazing, but it's a keep. Yeah, Chandra's the best one to be priesting with, so... Woof. We're just gonna concede. The emitter is just about whoever gets a Mayhem Devil down first, and our hand's not set up to deal with the Mayhem Devil, so... I think I like the melees just to be able to deal with that early. Our Chandras probably aren't going to be good, nor our Ashioks. So I think it just brings the curve down, gives us a little bit of interaction. Again, don't really want the Bedevils, it's just too expensive to deal with the ovens, so... This hand's okay. It's not amazing, but it does give us priest activation on turn 3. Couple of ovens, sure. That was a sweet set of draws there. That was good. Okay, opponent's draw is a little bit too slow for this, assuming they don't have a cat here. Hoping we can just get under them entirely here. KROXA. And we found the Mayhem Devil as well, so if that's all you got, buddy, you can kill my oven if you want. Cool. Yeah, as I say, I don't think we need to change too much. I think we just need to get a little bit luckier. Their mana's a bit greedier, they take a little bit more incidental damage. Red Cap Melee's good enough interaction, so... And we can just drop some of our clunky 4-drops, so... whoops. A lot of various different notifications from various different places there. That's weird. Okay, afternoon. How's it going? Far too into the game to notice that chat's speaking to me. How's it going, Andrew? I think this one's okay. It's obviously not amazing, but these melees might just be good enough interaction again. Well, let's get our scry on. No, I'm looking for action here. We've got a couple of lands we can cast. Like most of our hand is 1-drops, so sounds like an ideal way to be spending your Saturdays. So lazy Saturdays are the best kind of Saturdays, in my opinion. Let's just jam Priest here. Yeah, it's unfortunate that there's nobody in Aberdeen that actually wants to go to any of these things. I keep trying to find people to go with me to these things, so it actually makes it worthwhile going. Nobody ends up taking me up for it, and it's a long way to drive down to Falkirk for those kind of things. I think I'm going to... I think there are people wanting to go with the standard one next week. I think I'll be there for the standard one, just purely because people are actually willing to go. As much as I'm not a massive fan of standard at this exact moment in time, but at least it's... people are keen to go, so... kitty cats. Just gonna try and draw some cards here. Pick up the Garbones again. Leaves us access to the melee. If they tap below all these ovens, then it does mean that we can potentially kill the cat, which would be good. Leave them with no food. Let's see what they do. Might not even care that much, to be honest. I'd imagine they'll leave the cat in the yard just in case they find a Mayhem Devil. Okay. So this does give me the opportunity, but I don't think I want to take it. I think I'm just going to wait and see if they play a Mayhem Devil. I think that's going to be more important. I can do this now, because it just means it gets it off the table. Like, they're not going to let this resolve, so... Yep. Be really good to find some kind of form of card advantage. Yikes. That's a fair few lands we got there. If they bring the cat back here, I'm going to melee it because they didn't have any other plays last turn. Just clears them out of having creatures, so... This will be where they draw the Mayhem Devil and I get wrecked, but... or not. Oven's actually a great draw. If I sack this, I can bring it back to hand as well and activate Priest. So, by my quick count there. Again, just trying to do this to give myself as much velocity as possible. Need to try and get through this flood. Okay, we flooded pretty badly there, but our opponent screwed worse, so their 3-color deck just didn't quite cope. So up to silver 2, or Miser silver 2. Thanks everyone for hanging out on this wonderful Sunday. Hope you're having a wonderful lazy day. Don't know how much longer we're going to play. We'll see how long we keep going with this and how long we keep feeling like this one's doing well. Yeah, remember you can type !deck in chat to get the copy of the deck list. and then you can check it out on Streamdecker. You can also use the Streamdecker overlay. For those on YouTube in the future, you can check out the link down in the description below. Don't forget, there's a couple of giveaways going on. I don't know if this, if I actually updated this or not, so let's try it. No, I did not. So I'm actually just going to have to change that quickly. I would love to be on the play. This one's fine. So we need to get a black source on one. Can other people see this link? No. So how do other people see my stuff? Right, that's the current link that's going on. So if you fancy entering the giveaway, it's for Jace, Beleren, Funko Pop. This exact one here. So if you're interested in winning this, you can use that link that I've just popped in the description there, and you can see that. That's also in the description below for those on YouTube in the future as well. Agonizing Remorse. Let's just take a peek, see what our opponent's working with. It's Esper. I think I'm just taking the Thought Erasure here because we can play the Chandra. Chandra just kind of gets through the Oath and the Mortify, and then we can kind of play around the rest. So just make sure we get this Chandra in. Chandra being the key card here.
Chandra, you need more control. Oh, they're so cute.
So Narcissus is going to get one card here and it's going to die. Mayhem Devil plus the Fabled Passage plus the Chandra triggers. Ooh, Annex.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
One at Narset.
So much
Let's
commotion.
find a Schwamp. Two at Narset there, and then these sacrifice end a turn, which in turn will mean that they take 2. They can Oath or Mortify the Mayhem Devil, which is fine. Just want to get the Narset off the table and make sure that happens. Oh, I could be minusing Chandra, that's a point. That is a point. Could just cast Agonizing Remorse again. That's probably something I should be doing, actually. Because Ashiok's going to come in and bounce the Annex, I'd imagine, here.
Close your eyes and dream of
Just making a token.
shadows awaken.
Interesting. Guess we can start with KROXA then. See if they're taking 3 or not. They're taking 3, okay, interesting. And then, yeah, let's cast this Remorse.
Yeah, I like to think on my feet.
Let's take away the Mortify. I can deal with the Atris. Sure. Okie doke, opponent. So Atris is fine. Nice. Right, this thing ultimates next, so...
All your fears are given form.
I think I'm just supposed to jam everything at them, right? Am I playing KROXA first, or am I playing a KROXA after? Actually, I think I'm supposed to play this one before, because I don't really want to escape this turn if they end up wanting to Ashiok, because then means they get Mayhem Devil and stuff like that, so... I'd rather just do this, make some tokens, and jam everything at the face.
Hey, these little guys are great!
So this way they're taking 6, and then we're making 3 tokens. We have a lot of friends. There's only really a cat there as a Thought Eraser and a Mortify. Well, it's only my opponents, so they could cast 2 Remorses and I called them Familiar. Which is probably not enough, so... Fatty.
I'm known
I
for
can
my
bounce the
excellent
Oath.
timing.
Bouncing the Oath is
Don't
maybe
worry,
good enough.
I got this.
Bounce the Oath. Oath deals 3 to Chandra, probably. And then Ashiok probably has to go up. That still leaves an overlap of too many things, so probably need to... Does the cat do enough? So cat puts them to 7. No, cat still leaves them dead, so...
I consume your fear, and your fear consumes you.
Yes, they lose life for these as well, so they are just dead. Okay. There are 7 of these guys, dude. 7. 7 of them. And then I even get to start bringing the cat back. Oh, bring the gutter bones back and bring the cat back. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Right, so Esper stuff. Maybe hero. Maybe mid-range. I'm not even sure what I really want to be changing here. That seemed solid as it is. Noxious Grasp doesn't seem that good. Only saw Teferi. Tybalt, they weren't really getting life other than Oath, and it probably just trades with Oath a lot of the time anyway. Maybe Ashiok's not very good. Maybe do that and bring in a couple of Tybalts. Yeah, give that a bash. See how it feels. This sounds kind of awkward, but 2 discard spells against the kind of controlling deck's probably reasonable. Does mean we need to lead on the Fabled Passage, which is not ideal when we've got the Mayhem Devil in hand, but... so that needs to get a mountain. I may as well do it now, because there's no harm in it. Opponent already knows what we're doing. Imagine they're taking Chandra. Chandra's probably the most difficult card for them to deal with. Be surprised if they took Ghost Rider, because that's one that can actually escape. Obviously we don't have that many lands, but eventually like this would be able to escape. The fact they've got 2 discard spells is probably pretty rough for them, because that's probably what they were looking to try and do. My gut instinct is they'll take Chandra, but we'll see. Mayhem Devil. Sure, I can see that. Right, let's take a peek, see what you're working with. Kaya, Narsa, and a couple more discard spells. So I don't really want to... they don't have the mana for Narsa or Kaya at the moment, so which one would we rather not land next turn? I'd imagine it's probably Kaya. Kaya's probably more annoying for us, just with the incremental exiling. Okay, so they'll take my Remorse here. Oh no, they want rid of the KROXA. Okay, sure. Well, sorry opponent, we found another one. I'm okay with just trading off these discard spells to rip out their good cards. Like, our hand is still very powerful, we just need to draw the land, so they're going to have to take this other KROXA here. Because we ripped that one like a boss. Unfortunately, we haven't ripped the land 3 like a boss, so... yeah, they found another Narsa, sure.
I train and meditate and prepare.
Okay, so still not found a white source, so that's kind of boding well for us.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Thought Erasure, sure. The Magic's probably Chandra. Chandra just deals straight up with Narset here, so... they take the Mayhem Devil, sure. Oh, they found a white source too. That's a really weird one then. I'd have thought they'd take the Chandra, because Chandra's not dealt with by the cards they currently have, so...
I'm happy as a hellion to start some fight. Hey, these little guys are great!
Thanks everyone for hanging out this wonderful Saturday. I'm hoping you're having a good weekend. We're going to be live for a bit more. I've been live with this deck for about an hour and a half. We played a little bit of Bant beforehand and didn't enjoy it, so probably just going to see out the rest of this stream with this deck, just for actually enjoying this one. I don't really care about the disc. I kind of need to put those two... need to kind of put it like that. Kind of awkward. Okay. We can deal them 1, or we can put extra loyalty on Chandra. What do we reckon is more relevant? Probably just dealing them 1.
Go get 'em, buddies!
They get to... they can kill Chandra this turn if they want to. Because this thing has Menace. They might just kill Annex. Okay, so I get 2 tokens out of that deal, that's fine. Then they can Thought Erasure away the Ghost Rider they know about if they want.
I'm telling Mother Ludi on you!
Sure.
Get him, buddies.
Kaya. That's exceptionally rude.
Dispelling
That's a big
phantasms
oven,
makes
surely.
me feel good.
Whoa, that's rough. Yep. Can just exile both of these. At least if they want to kill the Chandra, I get to kill the Kaya.
Pack your bag.
Plus, that's a plus. Wow.
I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yep.
Lucky hit.
Yep.
I'm gone for now, but not forever.
Interesting they didn't try to take the Chandra off the table there. Well, we have a bunch of creatures that aren't blocking, so
Oh, they're so cute.
in you get. Why wouldn't you play that in your main phase? Try and find something. Cast it right now. When the board's kind of empty. Weird. Really weird. Have they realised this thing has menace yet? They have. Well done. Right. As much as we're not dead here, I'm just going to save us all some time and we're going to go on to the next one. It's going to be a super grindy game. Like, we might find some good rips off the top, but from there we're unlikely, so just go with this again. I think them having Agonizing Remorse rather than Thought Erasers for our KROXAs was super unfortunate. And taking 2 away early on when we kind of then started flooding out, or not having as much gas as we did before, was kind of awkward, so hopefully that's like that was just a bit of luck rather than anything else, so hopefully we can have a bit of a better run this one. This one's fine. Priest into Chandra is always good, so we've got a Remorse as well. No, I'm gonna Fabled Passage first. Actually, I'm just gonna Remorse. Woof. Take the Thought Erasure. Because they can't really cast any of the rest of that.
Don't worry, I brought company.
Sure.
Oh, they're so cute.
Turn one of these into a food. Bake it into a pie. Okay. Goodbye, KROXA. Goodbye, Wolfstrider. Okay. Sure.
Oh, they're so cute.
This makes 2 food. I don't need full control mode anymore. I think it's games like this that always remind me that mulliganing is one of the most important parts of Magic. They had a 2-lander where they couldn't, like the land they fetched meant they were either going to struggle to cast Kaya or Narset eventually. If they found a Watery Grave, yeah, sure, they were absolutely fine, but they couldn't even cast the Dovin's Veto, so they couldn't cast any of the spells in their hand, or all of the spells in their hand with the mana they had. So, yeah, I think if that was not the Fabled Passage and it was a Watery Grave already, I think that's definitely a keep. Potentially because it has to be a basic land. That one's a more difficult hand. Obviously don't know the exact contents of their deck, but it certainly seems like a difficult decision. Opponent has gone into the tank, trying to figure out how to deal with the Chandra. It's called Dovin's Veto. It's a shame you couldn't counter it. What a shame, opponent, what a shame. Right, let's draw some more cards. Hopefully can find just that little bit more velocity to get us over the line without them being able to get back into it. Let's take the Oath. Don't want them getting any life. Why did they not play the Godless Shrine? Maybe they disconnected? Maybe they're disconnected. I had the Godless Shrine. Godless Shrine into Oath of Kaya, kill my priest would have been pretty good there, actually. Guess they wouldn't have gained the life, but like getting the priest off the table meant that they just had the Chandra to deal with. I actually should have sacked the priest and played the KROXA there, I think. Looking at the number of cards in my graveyard, I didn't really consider that, but I think just to actually end the game, sacking the priest, get the KROXA into play, meant they would have had to discard a card. And then KROXA's lethal on its own, so they have to then deal with KROXA and Chandra. At the moment, if they found an Oath of Kaya again, knowing that they have the land, they could find a way to get back into it. So small things, not massive things, like we're going to win this game anyway, just because I'm assuming they've disconnected, but something to bear in mind. Like we could have made some slightly different lines of play there just to make sure we didn't let that one slip. Ooh, what do we get? No idea. Okay, let's go again. Let's try and get 2 more wins. Get us through to our 15 wins. This one's fine. Again, not anything stellar, but opt. Wow, that's rude. At least I didn't get stifled. That would have been rude. I can just double gutter bones here. It's probably the best thing to be doing. Try and be slightly more aggressive if we can. Remember everyone that's out there, I'm currently giving away this Jace, Beleren Funko Pop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link in chat again for those watching on YouTube later on. The link is down in the description below. There's still a week left on that giveaway, so make sure to enter. I really don't want to keep it, so one of you lucky people will win it. Sure. Gutterbone's doing some work. Sure. Don't mind that too much. I don't really want the Chandra. I think I just want to try and hit some more land drops. Being able to 2-spell next turn is going to be good, and I would like to 2-spell as many turns as we can. Okay, let's start with the KROXA. If we can get like a frilled mystic out of them, that would be good. Oh wow, those sleeves are creepy. Oh my word, I hadn't noticed those before. So the KROXA doesn't resolve, and then we get to Agonizing Remorse and actually take the card we want. So there actually isn't anything good in there. So let's just take the Sabotage. Can trade this off with one. Bottoms up. Or are we just bouncing the gutter bones? Cool, that's fine. I'm just going to play Ashiok Mill myself. I'm going to exile their graveyard and then play the gutter bones. Just means we can get these KROXAs on the go.
I leave you. My dreams dissipate like smoke.
Just means we can start to escape. Gives us plenty of cards to do that with. Let's mill me first. Find another KROXA.
Behold, my epilogue of fear.
Okay, frilled mystic, sure. Ooh, what's your last card? Taking 3. Seems good to me. Attacking me, sure, I don't care about you attacking me. KROXA time. Cutthroat, sure. You're desperate to take damage off these KROXA triggers, eh? Something about a snack. That's all I got from Ashiok that time. It was definitely something about a snack. Ashiok's hungry, is that what it is? Ashiok's gonna die here. Nope, going for me still. Okay. Turn this goat into a cat, and that's a very, very weird statement. Oh, they realize they're dead. Okay, good. Cool, so against blue-green flash. Again, there's not a massive amount I really want to change. Like this, the main deck's set up really well for dealing with these kind of things. Don't really want Tybalt. Like, none of these cards seem like I would really want them in this matchup, so I think I'm just going to resubmit. I didn't feel like any of my cards were specifically bad there, which is really where I want to be. Ashiok not at its best, but it certainly fed KROXA pretty well, so... this is definitely a mulligan. And this one's fine, so we can ditch Blood Crypt. Garbone seems really good because it's actually got 2 power to be able to trade with the Frilled Mystics. Seems very relevant. Oh wow, brutal. Sure. Cards I didn't know existed. This one, right here. At least we get to get the cat in the oven in play. No idea what other kind of weird cards are going to be playing now, though. Ashiok's not a massive thing, so I'm hoping it just resolves. It does. Can try and find a KROXA here. Find a Gutterbones and a KROXA. Excellent. Sure. Got an Opt as well, or is that just a naked 2-1? A naked 2-1. Like, I'll 100% trade for the Cutthroat.
still too real for me.
I wonder if they're casting something else here, or if they're just going to hold up a counter. Oh dear. How good is Ashiok? Ashiok has some static text on it that some people don't know what it does. Just for reference, just in case you're ever playing with Ashiok, it's always worth just leaving it out there. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, a couple of good moments in this that I'm going to need to go back and clip. Was the making 2 foods with the KROXA off the oven to then mill ourselves for 2 cats off our first Ashiok trigger, and then Ashiok opponent not realizing what Ashiok does there. That was excellent, love it. No lands. Let's try again. This one's not very good. I'm gonna go with 5. Woof. Give us a bash. Okay, so swamp is going to be very good. Okay, well, at least that's a castable spell. Sure. This deck is so ridiculous. Then they can take counters off Steamkin and cast whatever. So ridiculous. I'd kind of like to just find a swamp so I can just play the Mayhem Devil out. Try and stem some of the bleeding. This is going well. It's going super well. Super duper. Super de duper. So we're going to take 6, 7 to 5 minimum. Oh no, to 4 minimum. Cleave me, baby. Cleave me. Oh yeah. Just like that. Right, okay, so melees, and you get Tybalts, and you get Bedevils, and you get. So, don't want the Gutter Bones here. Don't need the Ashioks. Chandras are fine. Mayhem Devils are only okay. Wolf Strider's not amazing either, so just trim off as much of the top end as we can. Want to leave at least a couple Chandras in for priests, but beyond that, just want to cut the curve down and try and rely on those red cap melees essentially, and Bedevil to deal with the whatever it's called, cleave. Need some rough mulligans in this set. So I get to play cat next turn and then fetch a mountain for the annex. We got some rough mulligans this set. Rim Job Knight, yep. Oh, I've got a red cap now with drone, that's brutal. Well, we ain't blocking. Rimrock, sure. I'm definitely just playing Priest, so... no, sorry, it's Satyr that's attacking, because I can't block. Yeah, I definitely just need to jam this, like, I need to try and start clearing up the board. I'm not blocking here. Ooh, interesting if they... Oh, I might block this. Let's do that. See if they'll pump with the Embereth. Okay. Well, not having that Infuriate do anything to me, so that can go away.
You should be flattered, I decided. My friend is here to help your pain.
Hoping that this Tybalt's enough of a distraction. So this should go for me, and hopefully the red cap melee goes for Tybalt. I'm not blocking. Go to 5.
My assistants are painfully sloppy.
Choose a card. Right, okay. Get to do the KROXA thing again. So they're going to have to cast this red cap melee. They can kill the devil, kill the priest, or kill the Tibble. Yep. So that means they're dead next turn. KROXA deals a lot of damage very quickly. Yep. Okay. We got the easy one in the play. Think I'm still okay with this setup. Yeah, let's just go with it. Let's just roll with it. What's the worst that could happen? This is our bubble match for gold, so hopefully we win it. It'd be cool if we won it. Not the end of the world if we don't, obviously, but it'd be cool. It would be awesome. Okay, we've got the oven and the cat. We've got a red cat melee and we've got a remorse. Opponent's on a 5, I think. We're getting there. We're getting close to gold. Right, opponent's not on very many cards. Look for lands. Lands, please. Oh, that's a rude opponent. You're supposed to be screwing. You've only got 3 cards. Just a rimrock. Right, we didn't find the land, but this is still looking fine. If I had a creature could cast, I would just trade these off, but you casting a Rimrock Knight there, sure. Okay, that's the land. Tibble make a token's probably going to be pretty much game here.
Oh, they're so cute.
Because it means that even if they have a cleave, I can sack the devil to... does that change anything right this second? Guess I can just kill a Rimrock Knight just now. Oh, I sacked the wrong thing, never mind. I'm in my own little world over here, don't mind me. I'm here for trading, boys. Mountain would be a very good draw, so I can annex and red cap melee. That'd be good. Okay, so opponent's made a slight miss sequence here. Maybe not a slight miss sequence, but it doesn't really matter. Means that Tybalt's not dying. So they're going to have a bunch of satyrs this turn. We will get the Tybalt token, and then we've got Anax as well, so...
I adore an
Actually, I'm going to Remorse here. Try and make sure there's not... Yes! Yeah! Get that thing out of here. So we can sack this to get the cat back and do the cat dance. Kill something as well. So we're going to kill the Anax. I'm assuming they've drawn a cleave. Because why wouldn't the red player have drawn a cleave? Obviously. Right, they've missequenced this, but it's okay. I'm gonna kill this token. So the cleave doesn't attach, and I'm just gonna get the cat back. I'm just going to play the Anax out. Anax is a 3/3. Means that it gets in the way of whatever gets suited up with the Ember Cleave and trades off. The cat gets to do the cat dance and make a satyr. I might even be able to afford to take an Ember Cleave hit just to be able to completely stabilize. Yeah, it's like, this doesn't really matter. So I'll take 3, and I'll make an extra token, which seems fine. Right, what? Okay, let's check and see what we drew. There's a light up the stage. Get out of here. Gonna take some damage, play this Woe Strider out. This gives me enough stuff that I should be able to just push over the top now. Yep. I make a satyr. Okay, so this is a 3/2. Do-do-do-do-do. So we're going to take 1 4 down a 4. I'm assuming I've got enough to do this and leave the cat in the yard. I do. That's amazing. So Infuriate would be lethal. Maybe I'm supposed to. Can I play around to Infuriate? Like if I didn't play the Ghost Rider back and I just did a cat dance off a satyr, would that give me enough life so I would gain 4 life off that? No, I wouldn't gain as much as that. No, I don't think I can play around that. So. Sweet. Nailed it. Nailed it. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Sweet. Up to gold. So that was a good 2-hour set with this deck. Lots of interesting games. Some really good good mills with our Ashioks and good gets with our Ashioks. And that's our 15 wins as well. So, right. Let's just do a quick wrap on this one. But before I do that, a reminder to everyone that I am giving away this Jace Beleren Funko Pop. What you need to do is enter the Gleam giveaway. So the details of it are at that link there. For those watching on YouTube, there'll be a link down in the description below. Okay, so let's talk about this deck. I think I'm probably best. It doesn't really matter. It's crap either way. So this deck's actually very good. This was significantly better than the other deck we played. So much synergy. It's absolutely brilliant. I really like the Ashiok. The Ashiok did a lot of work, giving us a lot of access to cards in the graveyard, so giving us access to Cauldron Familiars, Gutter Bones, and our Croxas and Ghost Riders for escaping. Agonizing Remorse was excellent. Just being able to have a little bit more play in the control games was absolutely brilliant. Anax gave us a little bit of a push over the top. Didn't really see the full power of it, but very good card. Mayhem Devil, obviously very good, and was the card that kind of made the archetype pop in previous formats. Pretty good as ever. Chandra was very good. There were a lot of times where we just didn't sideboard because there just wasn't a need for it. In the red matchup, we've got Bedevils, we've got Tybalts, and we've got Red Cap Mellies, which are all very good in that matchup. But beyond that, there isn't really anything we need to do. It's all seems like a very tuned list. So that one was one I picked off from Jeff Hoogland. So if it's something you want to see, you can actually go and see his videos over on his channel, on his Twitch and his YouTube. So I'd recommend checking that out and seeing this deck in a bit more action. He'll have played it certainly more than I have. But we have been doing this deck for over 2 hours, so I'm hoping you've enjoyed and you've stayed tuned for the entire period. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. That is going to be everything for today. So thank you again. Remember to enter the giveaway. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.